Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is having a beautiful and blessed day/night whenever you choose to watch this video. I also hope that your week is going good as well. So, in sort of a guided way, I have been led to post devotions. It has come to like the realization that affirmations aren't always like a tool that helps everybody. So I figured that if I started posting devotions, then that would help people pretty much rebuild on their faith and their trust in the process of whatever it is that they're going through. So, although I am aware that these affirmations work for me. I've been going through my own issues as well in life, and I've realized that I have needed scriptures in my life more than affirmations because affirmations are a good pick me up and they boost you, but sometimes we just need to know that our Heavenly Father or our spirit guides or whoever it is that you believe in has our back and is protecting us and guiding us down the right path. Because I say often, although we are leading our own path, we do have a path that is already before us. And I don't know about you, but I just know that I don't want to continue to keep running into trial and error for the rest of my life. Although I know there will be obstacles, I just want to make sure that I have my soul and my heart and my mind in the right place from this day forward and for however long it is that I've been going through this journey. So, the affirmation for tonight is actually kind of perfect. So, let's go ahead and jump into this late night tip. So today's affirmation is, I see my struggles as opportunities to grow. As I was saying, it took a while for me to get to this point in my life where I feel like I can achieve and put my mind to whatever it is that I have sought out to do. Although there are times where I wake up sometimes and I just don't know how I'm going to achieve those goals. Sometimes I feel like I'm out of options. Sometimes I feel like I don't have much support. And sometimes I feel like that life is just really hitting me one curveball at a time. And I just don't want to open my eyes to see where it may lead me once I choose the path that I'm taking. And I think that's where my devotions that I've been posting come in real good handy, because it's like sometimes whenever I feel like I'm, doubting the process, or I'm doubting, the responsibilities that I have or the obligation that I hold for my children or my home, I just, it's like, it's crazy because I'm always led to the devotions whenever I need them, and I'll read them and I'll be like, you know what? That fits perfectly for my situation. And sometimes I might shed some tears. I might, smile out of joy and relief. And it's just like confirmation for me to understand that, this is just part of life and this is just part of the journey. And I know I'm not who I used to be. I'm not making the same choices and decisions that I used to do. So, it's kind of rewarding for me to think back upon where I was and where I'm at now and the growth process that it took in the meantime. It's like the times that I've second guessed myself, or I just didn't see the progress in the situation at the time. And I think about it like 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, there was probably times in my life where I just did not think I was going to come up out of whatever I was going through. And it may have felt like it was going to take forever. And then I sit here tonight recording this and I just look at how much I struggled, not only just out of my own selfish choices that I might have made, but also the choices that I was trying to refrain from and the cycles I was trying to break. and trying to create better lifestyle for myself. And I didn't always have the answers. So I struggled with just creating the life that I wanted. And again, as I sit here, I think about how far and how much I've grown and all the opportunities that I may have passed up probably could have gotten me a lot further than I am today. But everything happens for a reason. And I've said it before, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, right where I'm at. And I am who I'm supposed to be, right where I'm at today. So that is the same for each of you all. You know, don't look at your downfalls and the times that you have slacked in your progress in any type of goal, or, just any type of achievement that you're seeking or putting your all into or investing. It's common and it's very normal for you just to be like, is this ever going to end? Am I ever going to reach that final point of where I need to be at? And am I going to stop feeling like this? And am I going to be happy again? Am I going to be working in the career that I know will fulfill my heart's desire? Like all of those things. You go through these times and these points where you'll doubt yourself and you'll question whether or not it's even worth it. And I know that I have a lot of work to do. I know that I still have growing inside of me and outside of me. And I know that what's important to me now is that it is important for me to honor how far I've came. And it's important for you to acknowledge yourself, how far you have gotten yourself through your challenges and your obstacles and the pain and the betrayals and the just anything that might have set you back, even if you set your own self back. We get to a point sometimes in our lives where we blame other people, where we're like, oh, it's all your fault why I'm not where I need to be at. And given situations, I'm sure somebody else might have had a hand in whatever have may happened in your life. But the overall matter to look at is we have to take that accountability and responsibility, no matter what happened in our lives. Because I've learned that when you get to that climax point of being so close to your end result and end goal, that we either take a break because one, we deserve it, two, we feel like, we're tired, we're exhausted. And I'm only saying this because there are people who are strong-minded and there are people who are weak-minded. And given how long it may take for you to get to that point of where you are content and you're happy with yourselves or your situation, it may not take very long and it may take years. And we get to that point to where we get so tired and we're just like, it's just never, I'm just never going to get to that point. So I'm just going to go ahead and just accept where I'm at right now because it's good enough. Like we say in anything in our lives, relationships, friendships, jobs, don't settle for something less than you deserve. If you know you're deserving of having that result that'll completely fulfill you, don't give up and don't lose that momentum to get you there. Yes, we can take breaks because we deserve them, but don't sit in that not doing anything attitude for too long, because then you're going to lose that drive. You're going to lose that interest in whatever it is that you were trying to achieve. And I'm saying that from personal experience. When I first started my vlogs and speaking about my healing processes of traumatic events that I have went through, I stopped doing it and I lost the drive that I had to even do it anymore. And Although I feel like I needed that rest emotionally, mentally I was mad at myself because I felt like if I had continued to keep on going and just push through the emotions, then maybe I would have, gotten to a place a lot sooner, as I mentioned earlier in this video. But, I don't think that I would have known what I knew now if I had continued on in a place where I wasn't ready emotionally. It's easy to get caught up in daily life and our stresses and the things that we have failed to do, or just the setbacks of life. It's easy to get caught up in those. And that's probably the one reason why people end up living unfulfilled lives, because they just feel like they don't have time, or that they just won't be who they want to be, or that they won't get there. And, you know, instead of looking at it in a way of these opportunities that I have or these struggles that I'm going through, they're just, they're here to punish me. And I say that because I have been there. I have felt like I've been punished because something wasn't going in my favor. I took them after many nights of criticizing myself, that I had to accept them as that it was growing me inside. It was making me stronger. It was setting roots in my heart and in my mind and my soul, and it was connecting them again. It was rewiring my whole thinking process. And although I'm not built like this person and that person and her and him and they and them, it's just something I had to go through personally. And I took my struggles as a way of growing me externally too. So therefore, I could allow my healing to be contagious for others. If others around me saw that I could do it, then they could do it too. So if I could pass on anything through this affirmation, is to allow the not so good things going on in your life. Look at them as opportunities to learn a new route to get to that end goal. Look at them as ways to water yourself. And I say that because in order for us to grow, we have to take care of ourselves. That's why I'm very big about loving yourself again and growing your self-esteem and doing that for yourself, because there's people out here who could care less if you love yourself or not. There are people out here that live selfish lives that could not give a shit about if you grow or if you achieve those goals. That's why it's important for you to believe in yourself and use those opportunities to grow for yourself. And the right people that are meant to be in your life will see that and applaud you for it. And that's all I could ever ask for any of you all, is that you get to that point to where it's not about if anybody else is proud of you. You get to that point to where you're proud of yourself. And when you get to that point to where you're proud of yourself and you have seen the growth, it's almost like motivation to not give up. Whatever you're struggling with, it can be a multitude of things or it can just be one specific thing. Don't look at the setbacks of what is occurring with that matter as a reason to give up on that specific thing. Sometimes you just got to take a step back and reroute your whole direction on how you're even handling it. If it's weight or relationships or your education. As one of my favorite quotes, it is best to have tried and failed than to have never tried at all. And that's kind of how I look at my struggles. If I have never even tried that to even struggle in the first place, how would I even know where to even start all over again to get a better outcome? So the next time you're struggling with anything in your life, don't give up on it unless it's something you feel like doesn't belong in your life. But if you do feel like it's something that you are destined to do, or you just feel good doing it and you just are so focused on, getting it to what it's supposed to be, then just look at it as an opportunity to reteach you, to reroute your mind, and to grow you as a person for the better. And if you ever get to that point to where you feel like that you're nothing but a failure, you just keep having all these struggles in life. Okay. And I say that because I've been there. I have felt like I've just, nothing ever good was going on in my life. And it's because of my thinking. You have to reroute your thinking when it comes to your struggles in general. And I feel like that's probably the main core of just how you look at the negative, not so good feeling things, is how your thinking is. And that's why I'm very big about, balancing out your mind, because if you don't see the good in what could come out of your struggles, then it's hard to get to that end goal. If you were brought to this video, then this affirmation is for you. If the affirmations aren't working for you, I would suggest listening to the daily devotions, just to kind of upgrade your faith, give you a boost of inspiration, but in a heavenly way, to know that, aside from me and the next person beside you, that you have somebody that's watching over you at all times, sometimes can be a very serene and harmonizing feeling overall. So, yeah, if you don't like the affirmations, or you do like the affirmations, but you just want to try something different, they're there for you. So much love and light to each and every single one of you all. I thank you for all of you all who come to my channel and listen to my videos. I hope that they are doing you well and inspiring you to stand in your authenticity and your higher selves. If you like the content on my page, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you know anybody who may need this affirmation, you can go ahead and share this video. And of course, if you have any comments, just drop them down below. I hope everybody has a beautiful, blessed evening. I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks.